Today we're using my fastest killing 5 attachment JACKAL PDW here in Black Ops 6. I made an overpowered class up that you guys can dominate lobbies with. Let's get right into the attachments. For my first attachment for my muzzle, I had the ported compensator. This is going to give you 2 ticks of first shot recoil control and then 2 ticks of vertical recoil control. I personally love this attachment because it's going to help out with that gun kick control, which is the first shot recoil control, and then the vertical recoil at those longer ranges, so that way you're able to take those longer range gunfights. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 30% to the first shot recoil control scale, 17% to the recoil gun kick control, and then 18% to the vertical recoil control. For my next attachment for my barrel, I had the long barrel, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of damage range. I personally love this attachment because it's going to increase that TTK at those longer ranges, so that way your gun doesn't feel like a pea shooter. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, the damage at effective range is 19.1 and the damage on that is 26, and then the damage beyond range is 35.1 and the damage on that is 16. For my next attachment for my underbarrel, I had the Ranger foregrip. This is going to give you 2 ticks of horizontal recoil control and then 1 tick of sprinting movement speed. This gun really doesn't have that much recoil, so you can slide with using the Ranger foregrip. If you're mainly trying to use this at very long ranges, definitely use the vertical, but I was mainly using this at medium but close range, just so that way I had the good recoil control and then sprinting movement speed, so that way I can move around faster. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 10% to the horizontal recoil control and then 6% to the sprinting movement speed. For my next attachment for my rear grip, I had the commando grip. This is going to give you 2 ticks of ADS speed, 2 ticks of jumping sprint to fire speed, 2 ticks of jumping ADS speed, and then 1 tick of sprint to fire speed. I personally love this attachment because it reminds me of the double quick draw attachment from BO4. You're going to have a very snappy ADS speed and a very fast sprint to fire speed, and if you do jump, that will increase your ADS speed and sprint to fire speed as well. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 10% to the ADS speed, 11% to the jump ADS speed, 15% to the sprint to fire speed, and then 15% to the jump sprint to fire speed. Finally, for my stock, I had the balanced stock, and this is going to give you 2 ticks of aim walking movement speed, 2 ticks of movement speed, 2 ticks of hip fire movement speed, and then 2 ticks of strafing movement speed. I personally love this attachment because it's going to speed your weapon up. You're going to have a very fast strafing speed, so you're going to win a majority of your gunfights if you are moving left to right, since it is going to be a lot harder for your enemies to hit you. So make sure you guys have this on. You guys can see here with these stats, you're getting 11% to the movement speed, 16% to the crouch movement speed, and then 12% to the ADS movement speed. Here are all my perks on the screen. For the wild card, make sure you guys using high roller or perk rate, so that way you guys can have an extra streak or perk. Here are all my attachments on the screen with the stats. If you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. Time to be an absolute nerd and use the JACKAL. Let's go win the game. Oh my god, what the... Dude, it felt like I was in co-pilot of a fighter jet. Why was that dude's mic so freaking loud? Where's Mike? Yeah. I think he still feels like shit, honestly. Where does he look at? Is he walking around like a zombie?
Hardpoint is secure.
Bro, he was parking. Right? Or did he? He didn't park his car? Oh.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles captured the hard point. Hard point attack.
Dude, this kid with an LC-10 is crazy annoying.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Stay down.
Hard point is secure. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Gotta move. Snipers down. Move them out. C4 eliminated.
Hard point locked down.
Throwing mine.
He just fired himself.
Requesting recon above.
He threw a Molotov at himself.
Eyes on subject.
Hard point located. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
Oh nah, it's hot like crap.
Hard point
Hasta
active.
luego. Get a harp on station. That's 10.
UAV overflight terminated.
Heads up, frag. Triggering C4. Tango front.
Hard point locked down.
No, nobody was there to save me, and if I used my rocket, I probably would have just blew myself up.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Guard, Bravo gun.
Hard
War
point
machine going
identified.
live. Atención, inbound grenade.
Hard
Spy
point
for me.
attack. Hard
Sighting
point
on
is
movement.
secure.
Mano, check your aim. Consider yourself released, Mr. Asshole. Engaging with grim
No. Alright.
Hola. Enemy grenade.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Okay, get a UAV on grid.
UAV commencing surveillance operation.
C4 detonated.
Hard point locked down.
Atención, inbound
Hard
grenade.
point located.
UAV flight time 50% on my mark. Mark.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point active.
So y'all are cheating. Did you hear that? You're
Hostiles
cheating.
have the hard point.
Tackle. We're flying on cue. UAV returning to deck.
What, type?
Hostile sniper taken out.
You press pause and then you dash over to the little headphone section, and then I think it should give you like a chat box.
Decoy incoming.
When you're saying the kids are bad, they're bad.
Puñeta, knock that shit off. Enemy grenade.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Hard point identified. Hostiles have
Watch
captured the
your
hard
target ID.
Hard point attack.
Heads up, frag. Wing line deleted.
Hard point locked down.
Enemies have destroyed your supply.
Of course, fire shotgun. We love that.
UAV in the turret. We have eyes on.
Heads up, Molotov inbound. They're cooked.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Enemy with Semtex.
Enemy RCXD detected. Hard point is secure. hard point. Hard point active. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point is secure. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down.
Hostile mine neutralized.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point is secure.
Pa'l carajo. Line deleted.
Thanks for the work. Radio overflight terminated.
Hard point is in. Hard point is active. Hard point
Check
locked down.
hostile identified.
Oh my god, that aim is terrible.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure.
Heads up, back. Trigger C4. Sending. Oh yeah, get a UAV on grid.
TACOM, get a UAV in the air.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point locked down.
Knock that shit off.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is secure. Hard point located.
Target confirmed. Got him.
We're flying on cue. UAV returning to tank.
Hard point active.
Cinco.
UAV available for testing.
Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Stupid ass.
TACOM, I need eyes
Yeah.
overhead.
UAV in the turret. We have eyes on.
You can say stuff like that, just like not excessively. Oh my god, that dude pooped on me. I'm not gonna lie, I got some nice clips in this game, but like, I keep choking my
Hard point
streaks.
is secure.
Priority target was received. UAV executed.
Hostile moving.
Hard point
Night night.
identified.
Buenas noches.
TACOM, launch a UAV.
Crimson's on their heels. Hit 'em hard. Hard point is active.
Enemy down. That's 5 for me.
Hard point locked down.
Oh yeah, get a UAV on grid.
Hostiles have the hard point.
C4 detonated.
Surveillance operation.
I didn't think they'd kill me in one shot while I have flak jacket on, you know. Kind of forgot how stupid this game is with the acid.
Check 50%.
C4
Hostiles
prime.
have
Trigger
captured the hard
C4.
point.
Assault packs ready.
Hard point is secure.
C4 detonated.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Hard point located.
Incoming grenade.
Well, there we go. We got the win. If you guys aren't new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.